everyone. So I am back to give you a little history on how I even thought of surrogacy in the first place and kind of, I don't know, my kind of life story along the way. So surrogacy is something that's kind of always been there for me, kind of strangely, I guess. When I was really young, I was one of those little girls who always dreamt about getting married and having babies. From, I don't even know, from like my earliest memory, like really young, like that's all I have ever wanted in life. And so along with that came the fear that I wouldn't be able to have my own child. I don't know what started that really, because being so young, like why would I even think that? So I don't know. That was just something that went along with those dreams, was the fear that those dreams wouldn't be able to come true. So from a young age, I was worried that I wouldn't be able to carry my own child. So fast forward a bit until I was a senior in high school. All of my sisters, I'm the youngest of four girls, so my older sisters all got married within a very short span. So the first two got married 3 weeks apart, and then the other one got married like 4 or 6 months later. I don't know, something like that. So they all got married really close, all within the same year. And I remember a time when we were all at my mom's house in her kitchen and my parents' house. And like, so they were there, everyone was there. And I just remember saying to them, like, if you guys are not able to have kids of your own, I would carry them for you. And they all thought I was nuts. They were all like, are you kidding me? Like, no. But for me, it was something that I had really thought through and had put a lot of, sorry, this hair is sticking out. Just put a lot of mental and heart emotion into, because for me it was such a big deal. And even then I knew that sometimes it took community to have a baby. So um, so I told them that then, and a lot of them just thought I was ridiculous. But so I was a senior in high school. I had never had a boyfriend. I had never had sex, and here I'm offering to carry my sister's babies. But it was such like a deep part of me that I was just like, of course I would do that for them. And they weren't even married yet. It wasn't like they were struggling and that made me think about this. Like it was something that I really thought of, and that was like really like weighed heavily on me. Well, if you watch any of my other videos, you would know that none of my sisters had that problem. There are 12 nieces and nephews on my side of the family, and so none of them had a problem getting pregnant. My oldest sister took a little bit of time, but because she had PCOS, but she, had no problem. She has 4 kids. So obviously they didn't need it, but it was just always something that was there for me. Because I knew I would do it. I would do it for my best friend. She didn't have a problem. She has 2 kids. And I would do it for any of Matthew's siblings, but none of them are in a place now where they want kids. So, or have struggled to have kids. So we're not there yet with his side of the family. But I would totally do it for them if they asked me to. Or if there's a need, I would volunteer. So, I don't know, so it's always been something that's been there. And so when it came time when Matthew and I were married, it was such a huge fear of mine. And it was just when I was getting started in YouTube, like I started making videos right after I found out I was pregnant with Caroline, but I started watching YouTube videos maybe like 6 months to a year before I got pregnant. And there's a huge infertility community on here, and I just started following some women, and just really, it just weighed heavy on me on what they were going through. And as I always was, I was terrified that I wouldn't be able to carry a child of my own. And thankfully, I didn't have that problem. We got pregnant right away, both times. And I'm just so thankful that I didn't have to go through that journey, but I'm sensitive to it because it's been something that I've always had a fear about, like since I was really young. And then, you know, so many women that I know struggle with it, and it's just horrible. So, we just got to this place. I shared in my last video just about me wanting another child and Matthew being done, just happy with our family where it's at. But bottom line, regardless of where we want to be in the future, we both know that right now it's not the time for us to have another child of our own. So no matter what we think about the future or what, we just both know and are in full agreement that we're not going to have another child of our own, at least for another year, or probably even more, even if we do. And so, I've always wanted to do surrogacy after I was done having kids. But because there's going to be a span here where we're not having one of our own, it kind of just came to me of like, why don't I do it now? Like, I could have a baby for somebody else in the meantime, because I'm not using this right now. You know, I don't need it for mine. And so, something Matthew and I talked about it, and he agreed, and I was blown away because my husband hates when I'm pregnant. So that was an act of God in and of itself for him to agree. But, yeah, that's just kind of my heart, because I've always had a heart for women who struggle with it, because it's always been such a deep fear of my own. And motherhood is so, it is like, it's who I am, and like it's who I've wanted to be my whole life. And to think of women out there who just want it more than anything, and their bodies won't let them, is just so horrible to me, you know, because it is so core to who I am and everything I've wanted in life, of my kids and traditions, and, you know, family traditions and family trips, and, you know, like, family is such a big deal to me, and it's all I've ever wanted is to be a mom. And to think that there are women out there who struggled for years and just their body won't let them carry a child of their own is like, I like grieve for them. Like, I watch, you know, these videos. I've been watching YouTube now for like 6-7 years, and to be a part of these women's journeys over these years. Some have gotten pregnant, some have not, and are still journeying. Like, it really affects my heart, and I want to help everybody. And I don't know. So that's why I'm doing that, why I'm doing this. And that's why it hits so close to home for me, because that's all I've ever wanted, you know. And thankfully, I am so blessed to have that, to have 3 amazing kids and a husband, amazing husband who loves us so much and provides for us. But I just grieve for the women who want that and can't have that, like, haven't been able to get that yet. So that's what I'm doing this for, and that's what my heart is for. Very specifically, the mom, because I'm a mom, and like, that's where like that's who my heart is longing to connect with and give this gift to. Obviously the dad too, but I'm the woman. I'm like a woman, and I have the mom's heart, and so I'm doing this for the mom. And so just my goal in this, and like my greatest desire, I mean, obviously the thing that I'm looking forward to the most is seeing their face when this baby is born. Like, that is why I'm doing this, is to like see them, see their child for the first time, and hold their child for the first time. Like, that's why I'm doing this. But more than that, like, I'm doing this for the mom, and my goal is to make this as real for her as possible. Like, I know that I can't make it like she's pregnant and that she's carrying her child. Like, I know that I can't physically do that, because that's not within my power. But like, my goal is to make it as real for her as possible, to make it as special for her as possible, to make as many of her dreams regarding this true, like, as possible, like, within my power. So that's my goal. That's my heart. That's why I'm doing this. Yeah, I'm really excited. I feel like a lot of things in my life has kind of played into how I've gotten here, starting from a really young age. I think, you know, I don't know anybody in my personal life, short of YouTube, I don't know anybody in my personal life who was a surrogate, except those now in my surrogate group that I've met with. But so it seems like such a different thing, but it's not. This has been happening for so many years, and so many women have done it, and there's a need out there. There are so many IPs that are just waiting for surrogates, and so I'm so excited that I'm doing this. I'm so excited to be a part of this and help out a couple. And like, I view what I'm doing as such like a little, like, just me helping in such a little way. Like, I don't know, but I'm really excited about it. I mean, obviously I know it's a big deal. And when I'm 40 weeks pregnant, it's not going to feel like a little way, but I'm really excited, and I feel like blessed to be able to do this for somebody else and play this small part in their journey of becoming a family. So that is my heart in this, and I'm so thrilled. I'm so excited to be doing this. I can't wait. So stay tuned for more videos of the process I've gone through so far, and where I am right now in our process. So the next video I plan to do would be about the issues with termination, which was a big deal for me. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.